Hello everyone, welcome back. In this tutorial video, I will show you how to track lead from Google Ads conversion tracking. So let's start it. You can see this is the lead form I will track, and I will get it as a Google Ad lead conversion. Also, first let debug this page lead form and see how can we capture this lead forms with a unique trigger option. So first we need to set a trigger, so the trigger can be a unique form ID, or that can be a unique URL, or it can be more custom events and anything unique. During this form submission, we can capture this and set as a trigger, and with this trigger we will fire this event in Google Ads conversion tracking. So let's see what is the unique point we can set as trigger. So let's preview it from Google Tag Manager. Now I will copy the link and paste it. Now connect. You can see my website is already connected with the debugger, and debugger is successfully getting all the information. So if I go to the page and I set a test submission, you can see my form is already submitted and there is a success message shown. So if I go and see, there is a form event when we submit this form submission, we can get a form event. And if I go in the data layer, and then in the data layer I can see that there is a unique ID, is element ID, that is form ID. And in the variable section we can see that this form ID, we can get this form ID. You can see this form ID, that is form ID 1234. So if you are new to this Google Ad conversion tracking, then one thing you need to do is that in the variable section, go to your variable section from Google Tag Manager, and you need to configure all of the built-in variables, especially from the form ID and then form URL. So you just click on the configure, and then whatever the built-in variables you need, just put a tick mark. It will be automatically added to your variable sections. Okay, so we have already got this unique form ID number. With this form ID we can set unique trigger, and also we can see there is a form submission event, and we see this event is GTM dot form submit. Under this form submit event, we can set this form ID, that is form ID 1238. So let's create this trigger for Google Ad conversion tracking. So go in the trigger section, then create a new trigger. So trigger will be custom event, and event will be gtm.form submit, and only we will do some because you may have lot of other forms in different pages, but you want to track specific these forms. So that's why we are setting this additional conditions. So we set this form ID, form class form ID, and that will be equals, if we go and copy the form ID from the data layer, that is this one, form id 1234, and we will set this one, and save it. So we have already configured the trigger. Now we'll set this conversion action from Google Ads. You can see this is my Google ad account dashboard, and under this you first go to the goal section, then you come to summary. First go to the goal section, and then under the goal you will find summaries. In the summaries you can see till now there is no uh, conversion actions created. So first we will create this lead events. So we will get started and create a conversion action. You can see still this Google tag is not yet installed. So first we will do this accordingly. And say first one is conversion from on a website. We will track this conversion from the website. We don't need this conversion phone calls, so I will omit it, and then I will save and continue. And if I go and I select a lead form submission, and I will go with manual code, and I see this will be used as primary action as a optimization, and the value will be different. Now we will use the same value for each conversion, and you can see I use different values for each conversion setup using event snippet or Google Tag Manager, but we will use same. So I will put a value of 10 USD, and we will count only one, and click through rate will be click through conversion window 90 days, engaged view conversion 3 days, view through conversion 1 day, attribution data driven, enhanced conversion we will discuss in another video. So it's already done. So you can see already this is done. So save and continue. So first we need to set this Google tag, because without this Google tag, because Google tag is actually a tag that is starting from AW. You may already familiar with the GTM that is starting for Google Tag Manager, also GA that is starting for Google Analytics, similar like for Google um, Ads. The tag is starting from AW, that is AdWords, and for this tag we will set first. So you can see the Google tag is already created, and I will go for manual. I will copy this code, then I will go to Google Tag Manager, and I will create a new tag. So this tag will be Google Ads, and it will be Google tag, and I will paste this tag, and I will put all the other setting is same, and triggering will be initialization all pages, because you know the uh, three main triggering event, that is initialization consent, initialization all pages, and all pages triggers. So these three triggers have a different of tasks. for consent initialization, actually using for the script that is for the CMP, that is a consent management system like keyboard or others, and anything others. For this we are using for consent initialization trigger, but rest of the all, for all the platforms initialization, we use this initialization all pages trigger. But for on a specific conversion action or other action, we can use all pages. For triggering action, never use all pages. So hope you have understand. So let name this Google tag, and save it. Now we need to submit, because we need to verify this tag. So we will submit this. For now I will publish it. Once this is published, I will test the installation for this Google tag. So Google is checking if they found this tag in my website. So you see they have already found this one. So let me confirm. You can see Google tag is correctly installed on your website. You can manage your tag under tools and data manager. So now we will use a Google tag manager to track the conversion, and for the lead that we want to track as a Google ad conversion, the conversion ID will be this one. So I will copy it. I will go again in the tag manager. Now I will go again on the tag section, then a new tag, and it will be Google Ads and Google Ads conversion tracking, and conversion ID will be this one, and we will found another conversion label. So this one will be conversion label. You can set a conversion value. So rough value I can set a static value 10, and transaction ID, we don't have a transaction ID, and for lead we don't have transaction ID. For purchases we can get the transaction ID, and value I can set it USD, or you can just keep it blank, no problem. They will get this value from in the setting section what we have set previously. And I will all other thing I will keep same as it is, unless we can talk about the consent setting. Actually for Google conversion tracking, we don't need to do additional consent checks. If you don't know what is consents and how do this work, then I will put a video link in the description section. You can see there I have details discuss about the consent setting. For Google, we don't need to set any additional consent checks, but for except Google platform, we need to set this built-in consent set, that is add storage, add personalization, and add user data. But you can see for Google, this is the built-in consent setting. They will automatically can internally they can communicate and collect this consents from CMP. So for Google no need, but other platform like LinkedIn, Meta, or TikTok, you need to set these consents. So I will make another separate video and share in future. So let's set the trigger. We have previously set the trigger, and the trigger will be form ID 123, and let name this conversion, that is Google Ads, and it will be leads, form lead. We need to be specific so that later we can um, differentiate the tags from other leads, because from a lead generating website you can get leads from different propositions, like from leads, then it can be call leads, it can be a booking leads, like if you using some kind of currently or any other type of booking engine, then that can be a different type. That's why you need to, the naming convention need to be very specific so that later you can understand. So let's save it. And final one thing, we need to make another tag, that is conversion linker. This linker will make the make link between all the conversions and between all of these things. We will not do anything, just set a trigger, and this trigger will be consent. No, it will be initialization on pages, and I will put the name conversion linker. Okay, set. Now we will preview again and see if the conversion action is working perfectly or not. So first we need to agree and finish. Okay, you can see again this is connected. Debug view is connected to, again we will set this lead and check if it's working or not. Yeah, the lead form is already submitted. Let's check. In the form section you can see that Google Ads form lead is working perfectly. Similar, like if I go and troubleshoot from here, so again submit the form, and if I finish the process, then you can see this submit lead form is already sending data to Google Ads, and their conversion ID is this and conversion level is this. And if I go and see that the lead form submission is changing the status, it will be active, it should be active now. Let's see. Yeah, you can see the lead form is already active and it's working, and the conversion action already this find one conversion action. So I hope you have understand how to track lead form submission in Google Ads. One final task we need to do, we need to submit this workspace. So I will submit. I will put the version name lead form Google Ads, and then I will submit. I hope you have enjoyed the video. If you have any question, don't forget to put a comment in the video link, so I can help to solve it. So thank you.